Okay, so we're going to start with installing the nose cone. We're going to screw that all the way on until it goes up and stops. Although this is a different machine, it's done the exact same. It stops. So we're going to back it down, right back to 0, so we're at a good starting point. 0. Perfect. Now, let's back it down 3 full turns. 1. And then here's 2. 3. Alright, we'll call that our 0 point, or square one. Now, we'll install our cutter, or the one we're going to use for cutting, and it's now in there. And what we'll do is go ahead and we're going to lower the nose cone down 60 thousandths to the cut depth. So we'll drop that 2 full turns. There's 1. And again, we're going backwards, we're unscrewing this cone. There's 2. And now we'll go an extra 10 clicks. We're at 50 thousandths right here with 2. We'll go an extra 10 clicks and be at 60 thousandths. So there's 5, and right to 15 is 10. Now our nose cone is adjusted 60 thousandths down from square one. Lower the spindle till we get our asterisk and we trip our Z sensor. Okay, it hit, we're good. Now we'll just go ahead and drop the cutter down in the brass knob. Just drop the cutter in the brass knob so it goes down flush. Oops, wrong cutter. Wrench. It's going down. It's resting right on the surface of the plastic, and we'll tighten this back up. And now that's locked in. We'll raise our spindle back up. And now we can turn our nose cone right back to our 60 thousandths up, and our cutter will be sticking out the cut depth of 60 thousandths. So now we're going to go up. We're going to screw this back on, and so we're going to be going now to the counterclockwise direction. And so there's 5 and there's 10. So now we just have to do 2 full turns. There's 1 and 2. And now our cutter is sticking out 60 thousandths to cut our 16th plastic of 62. Which if we see it now, we can see a cutter tip sticking out just a little bit there. And so that was for the engraving. I'm sorry, the cutting. That was cutting. Now we're going to repeat that with the engraving cutter. So we're going to pull out the cutting, pull this one out, set it aside, and we're on our 0 point. So again, we're going to now lower the depth for engraving. On your material, it's roughly 12 thousandths. I typically like to go to about 15 just to ensure we get through it in one pass. So now we're going to lower this guy again and it's going to go from 0, we're going to go to 15. So we're going down, we're going clockwise. There's 5, there's 10, and 15. Now we're 15 thousandths down. Drop our nose cone spindle here till the nose cone's on the plastic. Get your auto Z set. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and drop in our engraving cutter. Let that go down. Get it installed, finger tight, and we'll let it go down to now to be adjusted. Slide that down, fingers on it, tight. Now we can raise our spindle back up. And now we're flush, and we'll simply turn this right back to where we got there. We're at 10. We're going to go 5, 10, 15, right back on 0, and we're there for the engraving depth. Pull this guy out, and now we have 2 cutters we can simply swap between with leaving our nose cone right on 0.